Hi guys. So yeah, I had a call come in. So I'm going to run through um where I stopped. So on Friday I had to spend the evening with my well not had to, but I spent the evening with my mom. She did call me and then I said fine. So I spent the evening with my mom and we had to do something together. So we did that, which was mom and daughter thing. We did that and usually I would find out what he's doing and we'll spend the evening together. But since the previous conversation that didn't happen, and then on Saturday I was supposed to be doing something else, and I ended up managing my time and managing my stuffing, and and then was able to relieve myself of that day. But I didn't tell him. I did, but because I had decided to do other things during that day, and on Sunday I had my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday, Sean. He's now 1 years old. 1 year old. 1 years. 1 year old, and he's adorable. He's already walking. He was walking at 8 months. Adorable. Um. Anyway, so we have my so I had that to do. So I had to make sure my day was planned. Went out hiking in the morning. I felt like I needed to relieve myself a lot of stress, and I think I had been putting on a little bit of weight. Not a little bit, a lot. I've gone one full size up, and I need to size down. Um, and then we have the conversation with we have the conversation with my family. We're enjoying ourselves. We're paying attention to that. We're taking our time, and mind you, I'm having a great time. And then the phone comes in, and he knew that I was gonna spend the. I did ask him, "Oh, do you want to come?" He had declined. He's declined quite a few family occasions, and okay, that's another flag. We'll probably talk about the pros and cons and the things to look out for to make our dating journey easy. I'm going through it so that we all don't need to go through it. Um, and then we have a conference. The phone call comes in. My sister wanted to pick it up. I was like, nah. And then I said, fine, I'll call him back. So I called him back about 8 minutes later because I had the cake to bring and all of that to do. So if you're on my Instagram, Miss Vogue Ginger, that's my family Instagram. Sherrie Ginger is my hot and spicy Instagram where I chat a lot of ranting. And my lives on there are more raunchy. The other one is child friendly. So eventually I'm going to put this one as um private on my personal Instagram. So eventually you guys will have to add me to be able to follow me because I'm trying to restrict the content I post because I don't want minors to sometimes get too involved unless I do on my family Instagram. So that's why I've got two Instagrams going at the same time. And oh yeah, and I've got my business which is Vogue Ginger Events Instagram as well. So you can follow me on that. And if you've got parties for me to plan, that'll certainly be on it. Anyway, so back to the matter at hand. So we have in this, I call him back and he says, and we're talking, I'm telling him where I was, and I said I went away. And then he says to me, oh, we need to talk. I was like, oh, okay. Then I will lean to, I was like, oh, he said we need to talk. My sister laughed. And then I said, so that we're having a conversation about, we're pushing on that agenda, we're talking about it. And then he says to me, what did he say? Um, is today later on today okay? I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm in London right now, so when I come from London, I'm going to drop my sister and my mom's, and I'll come to see you. Which I did that. So I dropped off my sister and my sister and her husband at my mom's house, and then went to his house. I messaged him outside when I was downstairs. Didn't get a reply, so I rang the doorbell. I was like, hi, and then I said it's me. So I went up the stairs. Um, we have to set the conversation. First thing, usually opens the door, gives me a hug, kiss, whatever. We go in. Mind you, we have not had an argument because I think arguments sometimes are childish. But anyway, that's besides the point. So he opens. I hear him unlocking the door as I'm coming up the stairs, and then he disappears. So I come in the door, and then I'm looking to see where he is. I was like, "You're right." He doesn't respond. He doesn't say nothing. So the door behind me just bangs. That's fine. I go in. I sit down. He's not saying nothing in the bathroom. He say, "Oh no, I'm in the bathroom." I was now wondering where he is. I wasn't going to wander around the man's house. Mind you, I've been there. I can wander. But I didn't want to wander around the man's house. I'm going to be respectful. He said, we will need to talk. This is probably a breakup about to happen. So we sit down and then we're having the conversation. And then he says to me, he doesn't come out. I was like, okay, no kiss, no hug. I point that out verbally. And I said, oh, wow, okay then. This conversation sounds it's going to go left. It's already built up to be a left. So I was like, cool, no problem. So then I sat down and we're having a conversation. And he then says to me, the problem I have is that you don't want kids. I was like, that's not true. And then he says, what do you mean? I was like, already that statement in itself, I don't want kids, is untrue. Because I want kids when I am married, not kids outside of marriage. So you're placing children where they don't belong. That's not it. I'm not, yes, if you're saying I don't want kids as a single woman, you're right. I don't want kids as a single woman. But if I want kids when I'm married, of course, those are like the evidence of good living, the evidence of true love. Do you see what I mean? I want children, but not in those circumstances. And then I said, okay, anyway, sorry I interrupted. You may continue. So he starts speaking. From day one, you'd say stuff like, oh, you don't want children outside marriage. I was like, that hasn't changed. You haven't lied one thing about it. You're always honest. You're always truthful. I was like, yeah, that hasn't changed, because I think being someone else is exhausting, because after a little while, it's like you are someone that you're not. Honey, I'm not having babies outside marriage. That's not even an option. That's a full human being. There is no commitment securing that child's future. Even for myself, I'm not secure in this relationship because you've not secured me in. You're saying I'm good enough to have babies with, but not good enough to be a wife. That's what you're saying in not so many words. Unfortunately, in that situation, we're after different things. Then he clearly said to me, which is something that he had been saying, but I wasn't listening. I was hearing what I wanted to hear, but I was not listening to what he was saying. He said to me, I want to have children, but the person I have children with is the person I spend the rest of my life with. That's not saying he wants to marry me. That's saying that he wants a forever girlfriend, a baby mama forever. That's what he's saying. Yes, let me tell you something. He says, but you can't guarantee, I don't know where his insecurities are coming from. That's something he has to deal with himself. And then he says, you can't guarantee that once you're married, you going. I was like, yeah, but I'm a person that stands by my words. So if God says I can't have children, that's a different thing. But last time I checked my ovaries, I don't have fibroids. I don't have any problems in my uterus. Last time they checked down there. So there is no problem with my fertility. So there can't be any problem with me having babies. I just don't want to try it because I don't believe in senseless abortions. I believe abortions serve a purpose, and that's why it should continue being available for women and everybody. But I don't believe in putting myself out there just to prove that I can conceive. What if after I conceive now and I have an abortion and I conceive later? Mate, that's not for me. Anyway, so I explained the situation to him. I said, I've been consistent, and my consistency is that what I'm hearing you say is that you want a baby mom that you're going to end up living with forever. That's not for me. So I was like, so what is it that you want to do? Because obviously there is no give on that. I cannot give so I waited till I'm in my 30s to have a bastard of a child, like a child with no dad. Come on now. To be a single mom. So why did I wait this long? Why didn't I become a single mom at 21? Why didn't I become a single mom at 25? Even 25 is too late. Anyway, anyone after single mom, come on. As I mate, that's desperate. I'm not desperate. If anything, that's one thing. I'm not going to procreate with someone who is not securing my future, securing my life, and wanting me to be honored, to make me a queen and a wife. in my home. That I'm good enough to breed, but I'm not good enough to wifey. Nah. And if you're all gonna be insulted by what I'm saying, the truth hurts. That's it. I'm not going to be a baby mom. I'm sorry. I'd rather not have kids than become a baby mom. And I'll be a great aunt. I'm already an aunt. I've got beautiful nephews and nieces, and I love them to bits. There is no way under the sun those children are drawing. So if I want to play mom, I can play mom. And if I have to give my inheritance to those, that's fine. That's okay. Mind you, that's all right with me. So I believe in God. I believe in Adonai. I believe He has set my journey a certain way, and if anything, whatever will be will be. But what I know is not for me is being a baby mom. That's not an option. I'm either a widow or a wife. So I'm still a wife who's been widowed, and then I'll become a wife again. That's my journey anyway. So we have that conversation, which led to me now saying to him, so what is it that you're going to do? Because I'm not giving that. Oh, I didn't invite you here to break up with you. I said, well, that's where you didn't obviously risk assess the situation. And if you thought I'm a flip-flopper, like I'm here, there today, and I'm over here tomorrow, that's not the kind of person I am. I don't flip-flop. I either am here or I'm not here. Come on, my nigga. You couldn't even answer a simple question of if you're serious with me. You threw back that question with me, and I answered it with my chest, and only to find out we're on different pages. And he says, when I said that, I didn't mean that. That's the biggest lie I've ever told. I was like, well, you looked serious when you said it, because we were actually on FaceTime. If I heard it, that's a different thing. You squared me. You looked straight into the screen, looked at my face, and you told me that, because that's when I would phone. When I ended up on the laptop, I was just needed to do my own things. But all to say, ladies, these men say it, but we are hearing what we want to hear, and it's okay. And he looked sad, like he was excited to put me in the corner. That in the corner, maybe I'll give. It's okay. I'm looking for the man who values my principles, because then be with a baby mom. If you want a ready-made family or want to play families, be with someone with kids. It's easy to breed someone who's already got kids, because they have nothing to lose. I don't want to have a baby daddy, because we're not doing that. Well, I'm not doing that. Anyway, furthermore, all to say is we gave each other hugs. We had a conversation. I was like, it's okay. Thank you for being honest. And I respect that. And the fact that we've only arrived at this page and then we've already closed the chapter, it's not a bad thing. It's a journey. He says, but I didn't want us to break up. I was like, so you wanted to waste my time? Listen, that's when I become a different human being that you're not going to like. And I'm glad I went through that, because it took me to a place of understanding that this version of just being honest and just being yourself from the get is a better version of yourself than a version that's pretentious, because that's exhausting, and it takes you longer to weave out what is the real person, what is the fake person. I was like, listen, I'm who I am. I remain true to who I am. I can't pretend to be something that I'm not. I am who I am. Anyway, so all to say is thank you for watching, and if you like it, subscribe, and if you don't like it, please subscribe anyway, so that you can tell me about myself. And not that I'll be bothered, but I'm here for it. I'm here to hear your opinions of my dating journey, and I believe in it's rather to date often than not to date, than closing yourself to the world, because before you know it, you're lonely. But I'd rather be lonely but yet trying to get where I need to get. Mind you, if I gave up on trying to walk, I will not be walking right now. If I gave up on trying to speak, I will not be speaking right now. If I gave up on even everything that we as little humans, that we are now adult humans, did as on our growth journey, I wouldn't be where I am right now. They'll say that she has developmental issues because you give up. It's your mentality. I'm not giving up. I know I'm gonna find my king, and you'll find his queen. So it is what it is. I don't believe in divorce, and I believe in let them go. And all blessing and love. Thank you for watching, and watch my other previous videos as well. Thank you. Have a good night.